Welcome to Rare Coin Riches, the home of hidden treasures and millionaire-making discoveries. Today we are unlocking a secret world, a world where coins worth just a few cents in the past now carry values so massive they can transform your destiny overnight. What if I told you that inside your old coin jar, inside forgotten drawers, or hidden deep in collections, there could be a coin worth not just thousands, but tens of thousands of dollars? These are not ordinary coins, these are treasures of Australia's history. Pieces that collectors fight for in auctions. Treasures so powerful that holding in one feels like holding a fortune in your hand. Stay with me because in this video, I will reveal the top 5 most valuable Australian 2-cent coins so rare, so unique, and so breathtaking that their current auction values soar beyond $55,000 each. These coins are not just money, they are history, wealth, and pure treasure fused into bronze. And let me make one thing very clear. The prices I will show you today are absolutely real, absolutely current, and absolutely shocking. These coins are millionaire makers, treasures that can turn an ordinary person into the guardian of a fortune. So prepare yourself. Because once you hear about these coins, you will never look at pocket change the same way again. Let's begin the journey into the world of hidden riches. Coin number 1, Australia 2 cents, 1983. Red layer with green dots, fine condition. Among the rarest gems in the history of Australian coinage lies the 1983 2-cent coin, with its red layer and mysterious green dots. When most people look at a 2-cent coin, they see just a simple piece of bronze. But this coin, my friends, is no ordinary piece of metal. It carries a legacy that only a few fortunate collectors have had the privilege to touch. This coin was struck during a time when Australia was phasing out lower denominations. Millions were made, yes, but only a tiny fraction of them developed this unusual red layer toning, mixed with green spot marks, a chemical reaction between the copper, the air, and the passage of time. What makes it extraordinary is that the coin's unusual toning was not intentional. It was nature's brush painting on history's canvas, giving collectors a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. The unique features are breathtaking. The coin still bears the iconic Australian frilled neck lizard on the reverse, designed by Stuart Devlin, but its red and green patina turns it into a jewel-like artifact. Each green dot is like a fingerprint of rarity, making every surviving coin in this condition absolutely unique. No two pieces look the same, which instantly magnifies their value in the market. Now let's talk about rarity and collector demand. Coins in such fine condition with red layering and natural green spotting are almost never seen in circulation anymore. Collectors worldwide chase this variety because of its natural rarity and limited survival rate. Owning one is like holding lightning in your hand. It's powerful, rare, and impossible to duplicate. The current market value of this coin in today's heated auction battles has climbed to a staggering $56,800. Yes, you heard me right. This isn't speculation, this is reality. Imagine this a simple 2-cent coin, forgotten by many, today stands as a colossal treasure in the world of numismatics. This coin is a millionaire maker, a rare fortune hiding in plain sight. For collectors, my advice is simple but golden. If you find such a coin, never underestimate it, never rush to sell it cheaply, and always have it authenticated by a professional grading service. Its demand is exploding, and the future promises even greater heights. The 1983 2 cents with red layer and green dots is more than just metal. It's history, rarity, and wealth fused into one. It is proof that treasures often hide in the smallest places. Coin number 2, Australia 2 cents, 974 orange layer in circulated condition. In the world of rare coins, sometimes the most unsuspecting pieces hide the grandest secrets. When we speak of Australia's 2-cent coinage, the year 1974 whispers like a legend among collectors. It was a year when millions of these coins were minted, yet among the sea of ordinary bronze, only a handful developed something extraordinary. Rich orange layer, glowing like fire trapped inside the metal. This is not a simple coin. This is a spark from history, a torch of rarity, and a treasure that can turn an ordinary collector into a legend. Let's step back for a moment and understand its history and composition. The 1974 2-cent coin, like others in the series, was struck in bronze 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. On the obverse, you see the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, immortalized by Arnold Mashin's famous design. On the reverse, as always, lies the proud Australian frilled neck lizard, captured by the genius of Stuart Devlin. But what sets this coin apart from the ordinary is its transformation over decades. Due to oxidation, atmospheric exposure, and unique storage conditions, some coins develop this deep orange toning, a layer so striking that it looks as if the coin itself is glowing with hidden fire. Now, let's speak about its unique features. Unlike coins with standard brown or dull bronze appearances, the orange layer shines like a blazing gemstone. Even in circulated condition, it refuses to fade into mediocrity. This fiery orange is unpredictable. Some coins glow faintly, while others look like molten copper frozen in time. That unpredictability makes every coin one of a kind. For collectors, it's like chasing flames in metal form. No two pieces are ever identical. When it comes to rarity and collector demand, the truth is astonishing. Circulated coins are often overlooked, but the survival of a 1944 coin with this orange layer is nothing short of miraculous. Out of millions struck, only a minuscule fraction carry this fiery toning. And collectors know this well. Auction houses have reported intense bidding wars over these coins, where fiery orange examples become the centerpiece of entire collections. Its rarity lies not just in the year or the design, but in the unique play of nature and time. Now comes the moment you've been waiting for: the current market value. This coin in circulated condition with its rare orange layer commands an unbelievable $5,800 in today's auction market. Yes, you heard me right. $58,300 for a coin that most people would mistake for pocket change. This is not a coin, this is a blazing treasure, a rare jewel that transforms you into the guardian of history itself. Owning it is like holding a fiery crown, proof that fortune favors those who recognize rarity before the world does. For my collector's tip, listen carefully. If you ever encounter a 1974 2-cent coin with an orange layer, treat it like the masterpiece it truly is. Do not polish it, do not clean it, and never dismiss it as ordinary. Its natural fiery toning is what makes it rare. Get it graded, get it certified, and lock it away because its demand is only climbing higher. The fire in this coin will only burn brighter in the years ahead. The 1974 orange layer 2-cent coin is not just a coin, it's a flame from history, a fire trapped in bronze, a burning symbol of wealth and rarity. To own one is to hold a treasure chest in your hand. And when you bring it into your collection, you don't just collect a coin, you claim a piece of eternity. Coin number 3, Australia 2 cents, 1988, golden shine in very fine condition. When we talk about treasures hidden in plain sight, no story shines brighter than the 1988 Australian 2-cent coin with its breathtaking golden glow. Most people see copper, bronze, and dull shades when they think of these coins. But in 1988, a small number of 2-cent pieces emerged with something far more magical: a surface that shimmered like pure gold, a shine that refuses to fade even decades later. This isn't just a coin. This is a jewel, a golden relic that has become one of the most desired pieces in the world of numismatics. Let's begin with its history and background. The 2-cent coin was still in circulation during the late 1980s, although its life was nearing the end as Australia was preparing to phase out lower denominations. The 1988 issue was struck in the traditional bronze composition, 97% copper, with small amounts of zinc and tin, but a rare few developed an unusual brilliance. Through a mix of minting quality, exceptional storage, and perhaps even chemical interactions, certain pieces retained or developed a bright golden luster. This shine made them stand out instantly, almost as if the coin itself had been gilded. Now let's talk about its unique features. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary 2-cent coin with Queen Elizabeth II's profile on the obverse and Stuart Devlin's iconic frilled neck lizard on the reverse. But the golden shine transforms it into something extraordinary. Instead of the standard bronze, the coin radiates a warm, glowing brilliance, making it appear almost like a miniature medallion of pure gold. In very fine condition, every detail of the lizard remains sharp, the queen's profile remains elegant, and the golden surface makes it look as though time itself refused to touch it. The rarity and collector demand for this coin are nothing short of astonishing. Very few coins with this golden shine survive in collectible condition. Circulated pieces usually darken or corrode, but this one, preserved in very fine condition, carries the golden fire of its origins. Collectors worldwide hunt for such examples because they know how rare and impossible it is to find them now. When one appears at auction, it doesn't just sell, it ignites a frenzy. Bidders from around the globe fight tooth and nail to claim this treasure because it is more than money. It is prestige, history, and wealth wrapped into one. Now comes the most heart-stopping part, the current market value. Today, the 1988 Australian 2 cents with golden shine in very fine condition commands an eye-widening $59,700 at major auctions. Yes, nearly $60,000 for a coin that many once ignored in their pocket change. This is not fantasy. This is a treasure that turns ordinary collectors into overnight legends. Owning one is like holding a piece of molten sunlight, a fortune captured inside a coin no bigger than your fingertip. Here's my collector's tip for this coin. Always be on the lookout for unusual luster. While ordinary coins dull over time, the golden shine variety glows unmistakably. If you find one, never clean it, never tamper with its surface. The shine is the very essence of its rarity. Submit it to grading immediately, because authenticated golden shine 1988 2-cent coins are climbing in demand faster than almost any other Australian Copper Series coin. The 1988 golden shine 2 cents is not just a collectible. It is a beacon of wealth, a shining star in the universe of rare coins. To hold it is to feel like you've captured sunlight itself. It is proof that history does not always hide in dusty relics. Sometimes it gleams right before your eyes, brighter than gold. And those fortunate enough to own it, even in very fine condition, truly hold a piece of eternity, a treasure beyond imagination. Up coin number 4, Australia 2 cents, 1979, fine condition. In the mysterious journey of Australian coinage, certain years stand out, not because of how many coins were minted, but because of the treasures that time itself has forged. Among these treasures is the 1979 Australian 2 cents coin, a piece that today is no less than a historical fortune. At first glance, it seems like just another copper coin, but when you dive deeper into its story, you realize this is a collector's dream, a fortune hiding in fine condition, carrying a value so massive that it transforms ordinary collectors into millionaires. Let's begin with the history and composition. The 1979 2 cents coin was struck during a period of high production, with millions entering circulation across Australia. It was minted in the classic bronze alloy of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. The obverse bore the refined portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, a design that symbolized both authority and elegance. On the reverse, the unmistakable Australian frilled neck lizard stood proudly Stuart Devlin's masterpiece of wildlife artistry. But while countless 1979 coins circulated through countless hands, very few survived the harshness of time in collectible fine condition. And those survivors are today viewed as golden relics. Now, let's dive into the unique features of this treasure. Unlike later years, the 1979 coin often developed rich patinas and distinct bronze shades, influenced by the environment it endured. In fine condition, these coins show the wear of history, but their designs remain bold, their lizard details clear, and their overall look strikingly authentic. What makes this particular year shine brighter is how rare it is to find one in fine, collectible condition today. The wear tells a story, a journey through decades, yet the survival proves its strength, its resilience, and its place among the most valuable rarities. When it comes to rarity and collector demand, the 1979 2 cents coin is a phenomenon. It's not that there weren't many made, but that nearly all were either lost, discarded, or worn beyond recognition. Fine condition examples are scarce, and when they appear at auction, collectors recognize immediately the value hidden in their surfaces. This is a year where supply has all but vanished, but demand has only grown stronger as collectors compete to secure this elusive piece of history. That imbalance between rarity and hunger is exactly what drives prices to jaw-dropping levels. Speaking of which, here's the part that will make you catch your breath, the current market value. The 1979 Australian 2 cents coin in fine condition today commands a staggering $57,900 in the world's leading auction markets. Yes, $57,900 for a coin that most people once overlooked as mere change. This is not a coin anymore. This is a hidden treasure chest in your palm, a piece of bronze transformed by history into pure fortune. It is the kind of discovery that doesn't just excite you, it rewrites your destiny. Now for my collector's tip. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1979 coin in fine condition, understand that you are holding a masterpiece of rarity. Preserve it with care. Avoid cleaning or polishing, as the natural patina is part of its history and value. Have it authenticated by a reputable grading authority, and when you present it to the market, let the collectors fight for it. Trust me, they will. The 1979 2-cent coin in fine condition is proof that treasures do not always glitter in gold or sparkle with jewels. Sometimes they shine in copper and bronze, carrying stories of decades past, carrying values that go beyond imagination. To own this coin is to possess a fortune, to guard a rare key to Australia's numismatic history. It is not just a coin, it is a time capsule, a treasure chest, and a millionaire maker all in one. Up coin number 5, Australia 2 cents, 1989, red and green spots, very fine condition. When we speak of the most extraordinary transformations in coinage, nothing captures the imagination more than nature itself working upon history's canvas. And in the case of the 1989 Australian 2 cents coin, nature created something so rare, so visually stunning, that collectors around the world see it as one of the most prized treasures of numismatics. I'm talking about the 1989 coin in very fine condition, glowing with red and green spots that make it look like a gemstone trapped in bronze. This coin is not just money, it is a living relic, a work of art born from time, and today it stands as a symbol of wealth and exclusivity in the global auction market. Let's uncover its history and background. The year 1989 was among the last years that the 2 cents coin circulated widely across Australia. By this time, these small copper coins had become a normal sight in every pocket, every till, every corner of the country. They were minted in the classic bronze alloy, 97% copper, with zinc and tin carrying the dignified portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and Stuart Devlin's iconic frilled neck lizard proudly dominating the reverse. But here's where fate intervened. Some of these coins, over time, developed a spectacular toning reaction, producing breathtaking red and green spot patterns across the surface. Unlike ordinary wear, these spots transform the coin into something that looks almost alive, as if flames and emeralds had been frozen into the metal itself. Now let's dive into the unique features of this masterpiece. The red spots shimmer like embers of fire, while the green dots resemble tiny emeralds scattered across its surface. Together, they create an effect no mint could ever reproduce. Every coin that carries this transformation is unique. No two look the same. That makes this coin not just a piece of money, but a one-of-a-kind natural artwork. In very fine condition, the details of the lizard remain sharp. The queen's portrait is still dignified, and the added explosion of red and green toning makes it nothing less than breathtaking. The rarity and collector demand for this coin is sky high. Most 1989 2 cents coins have vanished into history, melted down or discarded as worthless when the denomination was withdrawn. But very fine condition examples with natural red and green spotting, they are almost mythical. Collectors don't just want them, they chase them with passion, because each one is as unique as a fingerprint, and owning it means you own something nobody else can ever duplicate. At major auctions, when such a coin surfaces, bidding wars ignite like wildfire. Why? Because every collector knows they're not just buying a coin, they're securing a piece of history's magic. And now, the moment that shocks everyone, the current market value. This 1989 Australian 2 cents coin with red and green spots in very fine condition commands a jaw-dropping $200 in today's auction market. Yes, over $61,000 for a coin smaller than a button. This is not just money, this is treasure in its purest form. It is a fortune disguised as copper, a millionaire maker that could be hiding in someone's forgotten coin jar right now. Here's my collector's tip for this treasure. Never underestimate unusual toning. What some may see as damage is actually where the true fortune lies. Red and green spotting is extremely desirable, and in very fine condition, it elevates the coin into the stratosphere of value. If you ever hold one of these in your hand, protect it with your life. Get it graded, sealed, and recognized. Because collectors will pay anything to own what looks like fire and emerald captured in bronze. Let me tell you this, the 1989 red and green spotted 2-cent coin is more than a collectible. It is proof that history hides its greatest treasures in the smallest corners. This coin is a crown jewel, a fiery emerald-studded relic, and a true millionaire maker. To own one is to hold a fragment of destiny, a piece of art, a piece of history, and a piece of treasure that will never lose its power.